secrets. I tell Jane things. I tell Jane things.
All the classes?
Yes.
Oh, he'll just do music through the whole thing.
In El Salvador with the other two.
We didn't tell Felix. Oh, no. Barb. We all went for coffee in here.
I know. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. No, for now, I'm not even like putting, exactly. I'm not even like advertising it big. I'm just like trying to get.
Yeah, I learned. She's
Right now, I know. That's what I like. I probably have,
My oat with the special.
I bet I have like 10 people. I bet I have like 10 right now. And really, I only need like 13. So.
Oh, wow.
But I only have 5 who have actually paid deposits.
Oh.
So, but I have 4 for the other room. So, yeah. And Scott Frost. Yeah. And his daughter again. Yeah. Yeah, his daughter. Yeah. Hi, Lisa. I'm on. Sorry. 1 second.
Katie was on your star too. Didn't you start on
Yeah.
your star?
Yeah. That's my favorite, I think, probably forever. Yeah. Yeah, I did the Anusara training at Yoga Center, but I dropped out before I finished because Lindsay and Sheldon. Lindsay was hard for me. So by the end I left the training because I was like, I freaking can't teach because she's telling me exactly what I'm supposed to say. And then I have what I want to say. And I'm like, I can't even have words come out anymore. I don't know. It was just by the end, I was like, this isn't working. But I did, of course, still learn a lot. So it was good. Yeah, it was good while it lasted. Yeah. Hi, Amber. I went on a river trip, that's why. I've been in the sun. Okay, Missy. She got a haircut. We're gonna see how she does today. Yeah. Hi, Eileen. Sit down, Missy. Sit down. All right, my friends. We're late getting started, so let's just get started. All right, seated meditation. So if you're not already in a comfortable seat, take a moment to adjust. And go ahead and just kind of move around a little bit, get your wiggles out. If you're having a conversation, start to wrap it up. And then go ahead and just close your eyes and settle in. So eventually, just simply sit. With your hands resting somewhere, some way intentionally. Either with your eyes closed or your gaze lowered and soft. And just take these first couple moments to notice everything that is right here, right now. So notice the feeling of your sit bones on the ground or whatever part of your body is in contact with the ground, feel it. Feel that connection to the earth. Feel into the length in your spine, draw up through the crown of your head. The muscles in your face soften, let your shoulders melt down away from your ears. And just start to feel into the rise and fall of your breath. Start to notice just how you are. So what's going on inside of you this morning? Energetically, physically, emotionally. So you're not trying to change anything about how you are. You're not trying to fix anything. You're not trying to make anything go away. You're just allowing whatever's there to be there and be noticed, be witnessed. You're just holding whatever's flowing through you right now with your loving awareness. Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. And then hold at the top of that breath. See if there's maybe an extra little sip of air you can find. And then big sigh when you're ready, let it go. Ah. Very nice. Do that a couple more times. So great big inhale, fill up. Hold at the top. And again, if there's an extra sip, take it. And big sigh, let it out. Ah. Good job. That one more time. So biggest inhale of your entire morning thus far. Hold in fullness. Feel that breath, that prana, that life force circulate around inside. Extra sip, maybe even two. And then open your mouth. Great big sigh. Release. Ah. Nice job. Now seal your lips. Begin to drop into Ujjayi breath. So Ujjayi breath is your vibrant breath, your victorious breath. So it's big and spacious and powerful and dynamic. It comes all the way down from your diaphragm. But at the same time, it's also slow and steady and calming and regulating for your nervous system. So this breath is not rushed. Each inhale, you fill all the way up very slowly and steadily. Each exhale, you empty all the way out. Again, just slow and steady all the way to empty until you find what we call Uddiyana Bandha. It's your core lock. So your belly button pulls back towards your spine and you feel for just a second that strong connection to your center. So just be with your breath for a moment, slow, steady, not rush. Coming all the way down from your belly. Every inhale, it's like your entire torso expands like a 3D globe in every direction. Every exhale, your entire torso contracts and hugs back in towards midline, towards center, all the way to empty. So if you can figure out how to use this breath to support you and guide you through your practice, in my opinion, it changes everything. Changes the way your practice feels. Instead of fighting through it, muscling your way through it, your breath guides you and supports you from the inside. You feel like you're more efficient in your body. So please feel free to stay right here, just connecting to your breath for as long as you want. Also feel free to come back to this place at any time if you just want a moment to reconnect with yourself or to recenter. If you feel ready to begin moving, transition onto your hands and your knees, tabletop position, and just start to move in any way that you would like to move or your body would like to move. So maybe cat-cows is where you begin. It's a simple flexion and extension of your spine. Maybe you want to circle your hips all the way around. You can even draw figure eights with your hips. So just feeling into your spinal column, your side bodies, your shoulders, your hips, even your elbow joints, your wrists, your fingers. And behind you, just your knees and your feet and your toes. There's about 1,000,000 ways you could explore from your hands and your knees. There's so many ways you feel into your own body. So imagine if this was all we did for our entire class. How could you keep yourself from getting bored? So really get curious about all the different ways in which your body can move. And if it helps, close your eyes to go a little more inward. So if you feel self-conscious, like everybody's watching you, That voice in your head that wonders if you're doing it right is really loud. Just close your eyes and feel from the inside. Nice job, everyone. And as you have started moving, notice, did anything happen to your breath? Did you forget about it, or is it still there? Is it still big and spacious and powerful and dynamic? Take a few more rounds, just moving in this way. And then eventually downward facing dog is where we'll end up. So you can start your own transition back whenever you would like. And once you're back in your dog pose, friends, the same thing. Feel around, pedal out your heels. Maybe shift your hips from side to side. You shake your head. See if you can feel your breath supporting you in your down dog from the inside. So your big, spacious inhales, they create a sense of buoyancy or lightness from the inside. And your exhalations take you all the way to empty, and they connect you to your intrinsic strength. You feel that connection to your center, especially at the bottom of each exhalation. So how much can you feel your breath and use it to support you in every single posture, even in your transitions? You guys look great. Nice down dogs. Let's take 1 or 2 more breaths into our downward facing dog. And then just whenever you're ready, start to crawl your hands to the back of your yoga mat so you are in a forward fold. So eventually, forward fold at the back of your mat, all the weight is in your feet. Bring your feet at least hips width distance apart or maybe a little bit wider. Inhale to a halfway lift position, and then pause right here. Bend your left knee a lot. Left fingertips to the ground or a block, and then right arm to the sky. So add a little twist. And this is like a halfway lift with a twist, not a forward fold with a twist. So crown of your head is reaching forward, and your right butt cheek is pulling back. Stay rooted through the inner edge of your right foot. Work the length in your right leg. And then with each exhalation, see if you can twist just a little bit further from the inside. Awesome, Bailey. Take 1 more round, friends. End of your exhale, let it go, and just slowly find your way to the other side. So right knee can bend a lot, right fingertips on the ground or right hand to a block, and then left arm to the sky. Work your left leg towards straight. So root down through the inner edge of your right foot, then pull your right butt cheek towards the back wall. Spine nice and long, so crown reaches forward, and then breathe all the way down into low belly, low back. And with each exhalation, there's your invitation to twist a little bit further from the inside. Very nice. Awesome, Jill. Bottom of your next exhalation. So take it all the way to empty and then let it go. Ragdoll pose. Grab opposite elbows for a moment. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You might bob or sway or just bounce a little bit. See if you can feel a long line that moves from the crown of your head up to your sit bones, and then from your sit bones all the way down to your heels. Imagine you can send your breath through that line, create more space, create more softening. Take 1 more round in this fold. Inhale once again to your halfway lift position. And this time, plant your hands or your fingertips and crawl to the top of your mat until you're in a plank position. So top of a push-up. Shoulders over your wrists, hips level with your shoulders. Draw your belly button in and up and take little baby rocks forward and back like you're sawing through a piece of wood with your body. So try not to let your hips drop down as you move forward and back. Keep pulling navel to spine. Keep breathing big and spacious. If you want to come to your knees to modify, please feel free. Next time you inhale, little rock forwards around your tippy toes. And then exhale, lower halfway down. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly drop. Inhale, push back up. Very nice. Do that one more time. Little rock forward, lower halfway. Strong arms, strong belly. Nice job. Inhale, push back up. Awesome, Amber. As you exhale, super slow motion. Strong straight line all the way to your belly. Beautiful. Find Spider-Man Cobra. So hands nice and wide up on your fingertips. Nice, Jane. Inhale, lift your heart. Draw your navel in and up to protect your low back. And then as you exhale, take a little twist to your right. Dip your left shoulder down. Inhale, come back to center. Tone your belly. Press through your pelvis. Lift your heart. And then exhale, other side. Twist. Yes, very nice. Inhale, center. Go one more time each way at your own pace. Try not to rush, slowly. Feel into your shoulders, front body, back body, side bodies, even your lower body. Nice, Emma. And eventually an inhale will bring you back to center. You can hold there as long as you like. Downward facing dog is waiting for you. You can get there in your own way. Once you're back in your dog pose, 5 deep breaths. So find your strong hands on the ground. Spread your fingers really wide. And rather than hyperextending through your shoulders, see if you can feel strong, stable shoulders. And then press back through your heart. Feel a lift that comes from your center. So you guys hear me talk about it all the time. Imagine there's a rope attached to your belly button and it's pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So the more you can use your center in this pose, the lighter you're gonna feel in your hands and your wrists and even in your shoulders. The more you can use your breath to support you in this pose, the lighter you're gonna feel. So even if you've been in down dog thousands of times, what can you find for yourself today to make this pose maybe feel a little bit easier? Create a little more space or a little more length. Take one more great big inhale into your down dog. And then this time as you exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, halfway lift, spine parallel to the ground. Nice, Eileen, as you exhale, let it go, fold in. Root through your feet and rise, take it all the way up. Arms overhead as you inhale. Hands to heart as you exhale. Beautiful. Let's flow for just a moment. Inhale, high mountain. Hinge at your hips and dive down slowly. Forward fold. Beautiful. Lift halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. From the press of your feet, see if you can lead with your heart. Reverse swan dive back up. Inhale, arms extend. Hands to your heart center, exhale. One more time like that. Slow and mindful. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive down. See if you can take the entire length of your exhale. So traction out your spine, then release. Halfway lift. Stick your butt out, reach the top of your head forward. Nice, Tracy. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. So press into your feet and rise up. Inhale, arms overhead. Hands to your heart center. Exhale. Beautiful. This time, inhale, arms reach up. And as you exhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. So sit back, weight in your heels. See if as you sit back, you can feel your core still engaging. So you're sticking your butt out, but rather than letting go through your belly, draw your belly button back and up towards your spine. And then rather than looking down at the ground, see if you can feel the bottom tips of your shoulder blades and squeeze them towards your spine to lift your heart just a little bit more. Now, from here, bring your feet hips width distance apart if they're not already. And we're gonna twist our chair. So whenever you would like to, your left hand can come down either in between your feet or maybe to a block, or a modification would be left forearm across your thighs, right arm to the sky. So revolve chair. See if you can keep your knees nice and even, flush with one another. So your left knee will want to come forward, pull your left hip back, feel your nice long spine, and then twist from your center. So breathe down into your low belly, low back. With your exhale, gently twist just a little bit further. If the bind or the half bind is where you want to go, feel free. You've got about 2 more breaths. See if you can sit back a little bit more and then breathe even bigger. Very end of your next exhalation, friends, take it all the way to empty and then release into your forward fold, unwind. Take a moment here, bend your knees a lot if needed. Wrap your peace fingers around your big toes. So index finger and middle finger, grab hold of your big toes. And maybe with a great big bend in your knees, see if you can keep your fingers around your toes, halfway lift. So stick your butt out, press back through the tops of your thighs, reach forward through the crown of your head as best you can. And then exhale, fold, crown towards the ground, sit bones towards the sky. Use your core to help you balance as you work the fold. So you're gonna wanna rock back into your heels. Try not to do that. Keep pressing into your toes and the balls of your feet. Use your strong core to lift your butt up. Breathe. Take one last round and see if you can dive a little deeper as you exhale. Nice job. With your inhalation, release your toes. Take one more halfway lift, realign. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat, plank position. And then from your plank pose, side plank, Vashisthasana. Right hand will be your base. So roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot, or you're welcome to bring your right knee or right forearm down to modify. Please take care of yourself. If your bottom knee is not on the ground, then lift your hips really, really high. So try to create an arch or a rainbow shape with your body. Maybe your left arm reaches forward towards the front wall. Maybe your left leg floats up. And if your left leg floats up, see if you can lift your hips even higher. So nice, you guys. Take one last huge breath, your personal fullest expression. Nice, Kate. And then slow motion, plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Exhale, slowly lower to your belly. Pause on your belly, stay low, baby cobra. What do we got here, little bug? All right, from your baby cobra, see if you can keep the tops of your feet pressing into the ground. So shoelaces press down, float your hands up and reach your hands back. So try not to lift your legs yet. As soon as your legs lift, you do most of the work with your glutes. So see if you can feel your strong back muscles. Press down through your pelvis and your shoelaces, and then use the muscles right around your spine to lift your heart. It helps me personally if I bend my elbows and try to squeeze them towards one another behind my back. So you might find your mid-back strength if you do that. Take one more big inhale, lift, 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 lift. Yes, nice work. Awesome, Barb. Let it go, relax down. Press up just to a tabletop position, hands and knees. Might even feel nice for a moment to take your hips back towards your heels for a quick child's pose. And then from hands and knees, we're moving into a spinal balance. Right arm forward and left leg back. So right arm reaches forward, left leg reaches back. Think of a long, strong, powerful line from front to back. Keep your inner thighs facing each other so your hips are square. And notice, does it feel like your belly is dropping down towards the ground? And if so, draw your belly button in and up so it feels like you're supported, almost like you have a brace around your middle. Take one more big inhale here as you reach long, strong, powerful. And exhale like you're moving through honey, elbow to knee underneath you, slow motion round. Nice, Mikkel. Inhale, long, strong, powerful line, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee, just like that. Move slowly and intentionally. Inhale, re-extend, lengthen. One more time, elbow to knee, curl in, hollow out, empty out. Inhale, reach. And then as you exhale, right arm reaches towards the back of the room, bend your left knee, heel towards your butt. You can stay here or lift your heart. So use your back strength to lift your heart. Maybe grab hold of your foot or your ankle. Once you've got it, gentle leverage. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. See if you can breathe all the way down into your low belly. Nice job, friends. Soften through your face, unclench your jaw. Hugging with your inner thighs to stay out of your low back. One last round. Slowly release, spinal balance. So long, strong, powerful line. Inhale, neutralize. Exhale, set everything down. All right, from your tabletop, we're moving towards a thread the needle now. Take your right leg and extend it out to the right. So toes face forward, sole of your foot is pressing into the ground as much as possible. Left arm out to the left, and then we're all the way up towards the sky. Breathe in here. Exhale, thread your left arm underneath you. So reach, 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 and then gently rest down. Outside of shoulder and head can come to the ground. If you do not prefer to have your right leg gated out to the right, at any point you could just set your right knee on the ground, no big deal. And breathe big and spacious into your back body. So feel the back of your heart space, your back ribs, back of your solar plexus area, all the way down into your low back and your pelvis. Take about 2 or 3 more rounds here. If you do have your right hand lifted, start to bring it back to the ground. Next time you inhale, unthread your left arm. Reach it all the way out and up one more time. Exhale, set your left hand down. Now pick up your right leg, reach it back. Take your right toes off the left edge of your mat, and then pull your hips just gently over to the right as you gaze back over your left shoulder. And you might kind of bend one or both elbows. You might even come down to one of your forearms or crawl your hands forward a bit so you can feel around. One more deep breath. And then back to your tabletop. And then back to downward facing dog. All right, Ujjayi breath. Next inhale, take your right leg to the sky. And then see if you can open your right hip without collapsing into your left shoulder, your left wrist. So bend your right knee, reach your right knee out and up. Notice if you just got lazy in your left shoulder and all the weight is in your left shoulder joint now. So try to keep both shoulders really strong, both hands rooted. Squeeze your outer right butt cheek to create that opening in your hip joint. Take one more inhale, maybe lift your right knee a little higher. Nice daisy. As you exhale, right knee towards your left elbow or as close as you can come. Push the ground away. Inhale back up, three-legged dog. See if you can open your hip. Learn to articulate through your hip joint. Exhale, right towards right. So towards your right armpit as high as you can. Inhale back up, open your hip one more time. And exhale, knee towards your nose. So round your back, push the ground away. You should be on your back, tippy toes, and then step forward as soft as possible. Low lunge. Rise up into your crescent lunge. Switch out your legs, Barb, right foot forward. Yeah. All right. So all 10 toes face forward, square hips. And then rather than sinking into your lunge as deep as you can, you're actually hugging in towards midline. So front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward, and you feel very strong and stable through your legs. A little tone in your belly to support your low back. So draw your belly button in and up. Imagine you've got a really proud chest. Puff up your chest. Take one more inhale as you reach up and maybe even gaze up. And then as you exhale, turbo twist. So left arm goes forward, right arm reaches back. Bend your back knee to a hover. If you want to modify, your back knee could also come gently to the ground. If your back knee is hovering, then imagine you're trying to drag your back thigh forward. Nice, Jane. Imagine you're trying to pull your front hip back. Feel your inner thighs squeezing And then breathe down into your belly as you exhale. See if you can work your twist just a little bit further. Take just 1 or 2 more breaths. Now listen, bring your right forearm across your low back. Turn your head forward, shoulders forward. Reach your left arm up and slightly back. Keep the bend in your back knee and keep the tone in your low belly. Puff up your heart, reach through your left fingertips and feel that long line down your entire left side. Soft through your face, unclench your jaw. Take 1 more inhale. As you exhale, bring your left hand to the ground. Bring your right hand to the ground. Step your back foot forward a foot or so, pyramid stance. So you're setting up your pyramid stance. I like my feet on 2 train tracks with all of my toes facing forward. Traditionally, pyramid is on a balance beam with your back foot at like a 30-degree angle. For me, that's hard to get my hips square, so please choose what works best for you. Halfway lift position, hands to hips. And then from here, rise all the way up to stand. So take a moment and just look down at your hips and see that they are straight across from one another. If you need to adjust, adjust. And then even think of pulling your right hip back a little bit more, left hip forward a little bit more, like you're exaggerating it. Take your arms to the sky. All right, from here, inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, we're gonna twist again, left arm forward, right arm back. So as you twist, squeeze through your inner thighs, stay rooted through the inner edge of your right foot, but try to pull your right hip back. Twist from your center. So feel as you exhale, your core engaging to help you twist. If you want a balance challenge, see if you can gaze back over your right arm behind you. Take 1 last round and twist to your edge as you exhale, and then try not to change your legs at all. Inhale, come back to center, reach up. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. If you want to, you can reach your hands back. If you want to, you can reach your knuckles down, lift your heart up, tilt your chin up. 1 more in-breath. Keep your clasp as you exhale. Reach your heart forward so you're hinging at your hips. Reach, 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 reach. And then eventually, forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee, navel towards your spine. If you do not want to have your hands behind your back for this, you can let go of the arms and just focus on the legs. Keep pulling your right butt cheek up, 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 and back, 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 back. Every exhale, that's your invitation to fold just a little further. Yes, good job. You've got about 3 more rounds. If your front leg is shaking, that is not a bad thing. Let it shake and breathe into it. 1 last breath. See if you can dive a little deeper as you exhale. And then bottom of your exhale, my friends, hands to low back, release your clasp. Let your arms come down, fingertips to the ground. So bend your front knee if you need. Walk your hands forward, float your back leg up, standing splits. All right, great big inhale in your standing splits. And then exhale, just set your left foot down at the top of your space, forward fold. You can give your right leg a little shake out if you'd like. You can pedal out your heels, whatever feels good. Walk your feet together until your big toes touch. Little gap in between your heels, tiny little potato bug ball. So for a moment, tuck and curl. You can lift your heels on purpose. That will work strength and balance. Or you can press your heels towards the ground. That will work flexibility. You can wrap your arms around your shins and squeeze. Give yourself a big hug. Good job. Breathe into your back body a lot. All the way to empty as you exhale. 1 more deep breath. Inhale, find your halfway lift. So heels down, spine long. You're welcome to widen your feet if you want. Exhale, fold. And then let's rise all the way up. Arms extend, breathe and stretch. Hands to your heart as you exhale. And let's flow for just a minute before we do all that on the other side. So inhale, high mountain. Exhale, dive down nice and easy. Nice, Andrea. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. You can take it however you'd like. Inhale to lift your heart, peel it open. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Great big inhalation, push the ground away. Exhale, look forward, step or float, top of your space, forward fold. Halfway lift position, inhale. Exhale, let it go. And root through your feet, rise all the way up. Inhale, arms to the sky. And we'll go get straight into it. Exhale, sit back into your chair pose, Utkatasana. So feet, hips width distance apart if they're not already. All of your toes face forward. Weight back in your heels. See if you can pick up your toes. So you don't need to pick up the balls of your feet, but pick up your toes, spread them apart. Feel the aliveness in your feet. Yeah, nice job, you guys. As you stick your butt out, notice if you're letting go through your belly, draw your belly button back towards your spine. One last round. So good. Now we will twist. Nice, Liz. Right hand comes down in between your feet, either to the ground or to a block, or your right forearm could just rest across your thighs as a modification as well. Keep your knees even and flush with one another. So the tendency is for your right knee to want to come forward. Pull your right hip back. Lengthen through your spine. Breathe down into your belly. And each exhale, you might twist just a little bit more. Last couple of rounds, if you want a half or full bind, go for it. Weight is still in your heels. You should still be able to pick up your toes and spread them. So nice, everyone. Awesome, Marriott. Bottom of your next exhalation, release, forward fold. All right, this time, bend your knees probably a lot to get into this. Bring your arms outside of your legs, hands behind your ankles, forearms behind your calves, elbows behind your knees. So once you've got your arms placed, and I have to have my knees really, really bent to get my arms there. Once you've got your arms there, you can start to work the pose, press arms into legs, legs into arms, and use your core strength to lift your butt up towards the sky. So think butt towards the sky, crown towards the ground. And then breathe into that long line from the crown of your head up to your sit bones, and then from your sit bones all the way down to your heels. Work your pose with each big deep breath. So not forceful or aggressive, but just sitting with your own edge, softening around it. One last round. Please, Sarah. Good, Dante. Inhale to your halfway lift. Realign. And then exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Nice job, Jane. Side plank, left hand this time is your base. So either roll onto the baby toe edge of your left foot, or you could bring your left knee down or left forearm down to take care of yourself. So whatever you need. Hips are high. So the higher you can get your hips, the less weight you are going to be holding in your shoulder and your wrist, the more weight you are going to be holding with your left side obliques. Option to extend your right arm forward. Option to float your right leg up. And if you can float your right leg up, see if you can lift your hips even higher. Lift, lift, lift. Awesome, Amber. Nice job, everyone. Nice job, Jill. Take one last round. Your personal fullest expression. Slow motion, plank or modified. So top of your push-up, inhale, push the ground away. Slowly lower to your belly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Stay low. Baby cobra is where we start. So lifting with just your back strength. And then try not to lift your legs yet. Float your hands up, reach your hands back. So feel your back strength first. Then go ahead and pick up your feet. Try not to spread your legs wide, but keep hugging in with your inner thighs. Yes. Keep using your back strength to lift your heart. Imagine your inner thighs are trying to rotate in and up towards the ceiling. Yes, awesome, Daisy. Back of your neck is long, so rather than gazing forward, you might be gazing down. Take one more inhale, lift, lift, lift. Very nice, awesome, Bailey, let it go. We'll meet in a tabletop, but once again, if you want a quick child's pose, might feel good to grab one. And from your tabletop, moving into a spinal balance, left arm forward, right leg back this time. So left arm and right leg. As you reach forward, notice, does it feel like your belly is dropping down towards the ground? If so, pull your belly button in and up. Inner thighs face each other so your hips are square. Take one more inhale. Like you're moving through mud, elbow to knee, slowly. Exhale. Yes. Nice, Mikkel. Inhale. Long, strong, powerful. Re-extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Feel your strong core all the way to empty. Inhale, lengthen. Awesome, Emma. And then one last time, elbow to knee. Round your spine. Draw your belly button in and up. Inhale, long, strong, powerful. And then as you exhale, left arm reaches towards the back of the room. Right knee bends, heel towards your butt. See if you can feel your back mobility. Use it to lift your heart. And then maybe grab hold of your foot or your ankle. You do not have to force it. If you have your foot or ankle, you can use gentle leverage then to work your pose. So kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot, but hug in with your inner thighs to stay out of your low back. See if you can spread your toes as you hold your foot in your hand. Yes, so nice. Lift your heart by using your back mobility, not by just cranking your neck and looking forward. Take one last round. So good. Awesome, Eileen. Slow release back to your spinal balance. Inhale, nice long line. Exhale, lower everything down. All right, take your left leg out to the left. So toes face forward, sole of your foot presses down. Right arm out to the right and all the way up. Breathe in here. Exhale, thread your right arm through. And if once you're reaching through and resting down, you're like, I don't think I want my left leg extended today. Just set your left knee down, no biggie. Work this pose on this side, however you would like to. Big deep breaths. All the way to empty with your exhales. Just notice whatever there is to notice. Your mind went somewhere else. Notice that, bring it back. Good job, everyone. If you do have your left hand lifted, start to bring it back to the ground. And then next time you inhale, unthread your right arm. Reach it out and up one more time. Exhale, set your right hand down. Take your left leg back. Nice, Jill, and left toes off the right edge of your mat. Gonna sway your hips left as you gaze back over your right shoulder. See what you can find for yourself here. Sometimes I even just like to dig my right heel into my left quad and kind of give myself a little massage like I'm using a lacrosse ball. So it doesn't even have to be yoga. You can get creative. Take one last deep breath. And then back to tabletop. And back to downward facing dog. Help me. Put your weight. There's motion here. So So you can feel the strength of the bone. Right now, it's not. You want to feel like you're pushing your hands lifting from your belly. All right. Inhale your left leg to the sky. And try not to collapse into your right shoulder or wrist as you peel your left hip open. Yeah, good job, Sarah. So bend your left knee and reach your knee out and up. You should feel your left outer glute squeezing to create this movement. Try to keep your left foot active. So you can feel your left foot, you know exactly where it is in space. Take one more inhale here. Nice, Jill. As you exhale, left knee towards your right elbow or as close as you can get. So it's a little twist. Inhale back up, open your hips up, or open your hip up. Exhale, left to left, aim for your armpit. Awesome, Abby. Inhale back up, open your hip one more time, squeeze your outer left butt cheek. And exhale, left knee towards your nose, round your back, hollow out, and then step forward softly. Take your time to rise up slowly into your crescent lunge. So strong legs, hips square, hugging towards midline. Yes. So as you hug in towards midline, you should feel stability through your legs. And then your upper body is your expression. If it feels like you're letting go through your belly, draw navel to spine. Find that brace around your middle to support you. Nice, Bailey. Take one more big inhale. Maybe you gaze up, reach a little higher. And as you exhale, turbo twist. So right arm goes forward, left arm goes back. Bend your back knee to a hover. It can either hover above the ground or to modify, back knee could come down gently at any time. If you keep your back knee hovering, energetically try to pull your back thigh forward. Try to pull your front hip back. Inner thighs are squeezing. Twist a little further with your exhales. Maybe even gaze over your left shoulder behind you for a balance challenge. Last breath right here. And then left forearm across your low back. Take your gaze forward, shoulders face forward. Keep the bend in your back knee. Right arm reaches up and slightly back. Puff up your heart. So it's different than leaning back. It's like you're curling open. Imagine an invisible rope attached to your sternum pulling up towards the sky. Breathe down your long right side. Take one more big inhale. Nice, Kate. As you exhale, bring your right hand to the ground. Bring your left hand to the ground. Pyramid stance. So step your back foot forward a foot or two, depends how long your legs are. You want both feet flat on the ground. And you can either have your feet on 2 train tracks, all 10 toes face forward. That's my preference. Or traditionally, feet on a balance beam, back foot at a little angle. So your toes face slightly out to the right. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to hips. Press into your feet, rise all the way up to a standing position. Once you are standing, check in with your hips. So look down, see that they are straight across from one another. If they're not, adjust as needed. Take your arms to the sky. Inhale right here as you reach, lengthen through your side bodies. And then exhale, twist towards the windows. Right arm forward, left arm back. Stay rooted, especially through the inner edge of your left foot. Nice, Mikkel. Pull your left hip back and squeeze through your inner thighs. Yes, broaden through your shoulders and collarbones. Maybe even try gazing back over your left arm behind you. So nice and tall, draw up through the crown of your head, and then exhale, work your twist. One last breath. Try not to change through your legs as you inhale, back to center, arms extend. Reach up. Exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Invitation to switch one finger over. So it'll feel a little bit funky and unnatural. See if you can be with that. Roll your shoulders back and down. If it's available, reach your hands back. If you want to, lift your heart up, little baby back bend, tilt your chin up, breathe in. And then with your exhalation, dive down. So pull your left butt cheek back as you reach your heart forward and eventually fold over to your front leg. If you feel like you would rather just focus on the legs, let go of the arm part, totally fine with me. So at any point, you can let go of your arms if you'd like. Use your core to work your left butt cheek up and back. So you're pulling up and back, using the strength in your core. You're squeezing through the front of your left quad, front of your left thigh as best you can to stretch the back of your left thigh. And every exhalation, that's your invitation to go just a little bit deeper, So when I say deeper, it doesn't have to look different on the outside, but inside, you feel something change. You move into space that was not there before. Take your last couple breaths. You guys are doing great. Very end of your next exhalation, hands to low back, release your clasp. So everyone fingertips to the ground, bend your front knee if needed, walk your hands forward, standing splits just for a moment. So right leg lifts, lengthen, spread through your right toes. Maybe you even want to roll out your ankle a little bit. Just like a one-legged forward fold, your neck can relax. Take one more big inhale, reach, lengthen, create space. And set your right foot down as you exhale, top of your mat. And give your left leg a little shake out, whatever will feel good. Bring your big toes together, little gap in between your heels, tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. You're welcome to stay in your little ball. You're welcome to come into a toe stand, point your knees forward, bring your hands to your heart. And if you want, you're also welcome to play with crow pose, arm balance if you feel so inclined. Just slow, deep breaths. Nice job. We'll be here for about 2 more. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position, so heels on the ground, spine parallel to the earth. You're welcome to widen your stance. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up, big full body stretch at the top. Inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale. Let's flow for just a moment. Inhale, high mountain. Slow dive as you exhale all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. Take your vinyasa however you want. See you in down dog. All right, from your down dog, inhale, take your right leg to the sky. And exhale, step your right foot to the top of your space. Now listen, you're gonna stay low. This would be a great place to use a block or blocks if you're using blocks today. Walk your hands forward and float your back leg up. Think of it like a warrior 3 with your hands on blocks or fingertips on the ground. So not like standing splits, but you want your spine long, you want your hips square and your back leg parallel to the ground. So see if you can find that long line from the crown of your head back to your left heel. Now, left hand stays on the ground or on a block. Bring your right hand to the crease in your right hip. See if you can stick your fingers in the crease of your hip and literally use your fingers to push your right hip towards the back wall even more. As you do that, you should automatically feel your inner thighs squeeze and your body starts to twist towards the right side of the room. Work that twist with your strong core. So see if you can use your core to twist further and eventually reach your right arm to the sky for revolved half moon. Good. Keep pressing with your back foot. Keep squeezing with your inner thighs. Lengthen through your spine. And breathe. Nice, Jane. Use your exhales to twist, twist, twist. See if you can be here for just 2 more breaths. Yes. Low lunge is where we'll meet up. So you can unwind, step your left toes to the back of your mat. From your low lunge, my friends, 3-legged down dog, take your right leg to the sky, open up your right hip. Great place to stay or option to flip your dog, only if it will serve you. Right foot comes down behind, right arm forward. Yes. And then breathe down into your belly. Feel your strong back muscles. One last inhale. Istante. Exhale, come back. Walk out your dog.
Ujjayi breath. Maybe a big sigh out your mouth. Take a great big inhale as you push the ground away. Exhale, look forward, step or float, top of your mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet all the way up, arms to the sky, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Keep flowing with breath. High mountain, inhale. Dive down, nice and easy, traction out your spine as you dive. Beautiful. Lift halfway with your inhalation. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, however you'd like to get to your down dogs. Move through your own vinyasa. Ujjayi breath. All right, inhale, left leg to the sky. Use your strong core. Exhale, step your left foot through low lunge. And then walk your hands forward and let your back leg float up, but think of it like a warrior three rather than a standing split. So fingertips on the ground or hands on a block or blocks. If you're using just one block, you'll want it under your right hand. So spine long, back leg parallel to the ground, hips square, inner thighs face each other. Bring your left hand to the crease in your left hip. Yeah, good. So you want your hips square, otherwise this will not work. With your nice square hips, push your left hip towards the back of the room. So use your left hand and literally push your left hip as far back as it will go. Inner thighs should squeeze a little more and your upper body should start to twist towards the windows a little bit. Use your strong core to work that twist from the inside. Maybe your left arm reaches up eventually. Squeeze through your inner thighs, press with your back foot. Yes, so good, you guys. Strong poses. Breathe down into your belly. And twist, twist, twist. Take one or two more rounds, your personal fullest expression. You guys look awesome. Remember, we're coming back into a low lunge. So as you're ready, bottom of your exhale, low lunge. Right toes to the back of your mat. From your low lunge, three-legged down dog. Take your left leg up and back and open up your hip. Should feel good to open your hip now. Stay right here, or option to flip your dog on this side. Left foot comes down. Reach forward, open through the front of your body. Make sure you use your strong back muscles to support you. One more big inhale. Nice, Emma. And then come back, everyone. Regular down dog. Just walk it out. All right, my friends, listen here. Inhale, come forward to your high plank or a modified plank. And exhale, slowly lower all the way to your belly. One last time, start in baby cobra. And from baby cobra, float your hands up. Float your feet up, reach your hands back, locust pose. Stay here, or your options are you can interlace your fingers or you can take your full floor bow. Bend your knees, reach, and grab your ankles or the tops of your feet. So whatever variation you choose, all of those variations hug in with your inner thighs. Lift, 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 using the strength in your back body. Breathe down into your belly. So good, wherever you are at, your personal fullest expression. Give it one more huge breath. Yay, and then let it go. Relax everything down. Maybe you rock your hips from side to side a bit. Yeah, or windshield wiper your shins even. And I'm just going to say, give yourself 5 rounds to get back to down dog. So whatever would feel good in the meantime. Maybe you just want to lay on your belly that whole time. Maybe you want to take some cat cows, some hip circles. Maybe you want a child's pose it out. If you're not already there, start to find your way back to down dog. Back in your down dog. Ujjayi your breath just a little bit longer. Keep it going. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, pigeon pose. Bring your right shin to the top of your mat and gently bring your body down. And feel free, of course, to take this on your back or in a seat. If it will serve you better there. Take your time to settle in. Just big, deep breaths. Nice job. Good awareness, you guys. Rather than going somewhere else in your mind, which I know is tempting, see if you can stay. Just stay with sensation, pulsation, stay with boredom. Stay with your slow, deep breath. So sinking into your hips. You want to use your strength. So you're lifting your hip, pulling back. Yeah. And then back one, you're even kind of pulling it forward, just like you would do in a lunge. And then from there, then jump. Give yourself about 2-3 more breaths. Sigh out your mouth if you want. Just however you would like to start to find your own transition back to a downward facing dog. Walk it out in your dog. If you want to move through a vinyasa, please feel free. And I'll just let each of you in your own time, in your own way, find pigeon pose on the left side. So set yourself up with just as much awareness, intention, attention. Yeah, good job, Sarah, as you did on the right. Use your big, deep breath. Yeah. Perfect. Good job. I'm gonna guess something like 2, 3 more breaths on this side. But I will let you be the judge. When you feel pretty much even on both sides with your pigeon, to start one final transition back to one final down dog. And if instead of down dog, you'd rather find a child's pose, that's fine with me. Good job, everyone. Just in your next few breaths, start to find your way now all the way down onto your back. And you are welcome to face whichever direction you want to face. Once you're down on your back, just hug your knees towards your belly. Take a little rock from side to side. Invitation for one more heart opener. So I will cue for bridge pose, but if you want to take upward facing bow, full back bend, or any other heart opener of choice, feel free. If you're coming with me for bridge pose, arms down by your sides, feet on the ground about hips width distance apart, all 10 toes face forward, and you want a straight line from your knees down to your heels. Exhale, pull your belly button down and scoop your tailbone up. And then as you inhale, peel your spine off your mat, come into your bridge. When you get to the top of your bridge, if you want, you might kind of shimmy your shoulders to work them underneath you a little more. Maybe you even interlace your fingers underneath you. You could also take what I call robot arms. So bend your elbows, palms face each other, fingertips face the sky. If there's any other variation, even a restorative bridge that you'd like to take, feel free. Yeah, if you want to do those little lifts and lowers of your butt that we sometimes do, that Jason used to teach, please feel free. We'll be here for about 5 rounds or so. Feel the strength in your back body, feel the space in your front body. And then in your next couple rounds, friends, just slowly and mindfully find your way back down to your neutral spine. No rush, but once you get there, windshield wipers. So feet wide, take them out to the width of your mat. You can do whatever you want with your arms. Tee them out, cactus them on the ground. Any other variation you like, and just side to side slowly. If you want, you can rest with your knees on one side, take a few breaths. On the other side, take a few breaths. And eventually, invitation to come into constructive rest pose with your feet wide. And just let your knees fall in. You might bring one hand to your heart space, one hand to your belly. Just let everything settle in constructive rest pose for a moment. Feel the space down in your hips and your low back and your pelvis. If you feel really good right here and you'd like to stay here for the remainder of class, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, take about 5 to 10 breaths to finish off your practice, whatever way you would like. So any finishing poses, maybe one final inversion, maybe a happy baby, anything else your body is calling for. And eventually we're all headed into our final relaxation. So maybe you're already there or take your time getting there. So at this point, you can start to let your breath just become effortless. You can start to let your muscles soften, relax. Really give all your weight to the ground, to the earth. These last few moments, just feel into your inner space. It's just a great, big, vast space for all forms of life energy to flow through. You just get to witness. Just let whatever comes, come. Let whatever goes, go for these last few moments of class. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And just start to bring movement back into your body. You might feel good to give yourself a little bit of a forehead massage, temple massage, jaw massage. Might feel good to rub your hands right in the soles of your feet together really quickly. Kind of awaken the nerve endings. When you're ready, just roll to either side, fetal position. As you take one last moment, just resting on your side, curling into yourself, I'll share with you a reading. This is by Brianna Weiss. She says, "A beautiful life is not stumbled upon, it is built, it is chosen, it is nurtured over the years. A beautiful life is made from the heart, not the head. It is not one that we can rationalize our way into. It's one that must be felt. A beautiful life is not one that is immediately comfortable, but one grown through the acknowledgement of what is worth being uncomfortable for. It is not one that is easy, but it is one that is worth it." Use your arms to guide yourself up into seated meditation, right back where we began. Just sit up one more time with your hands gathered at your heart center. And we'll close practice with one big group Om. So start by exhaling, clear your throat if you need. Breathe in your voice. Om. Thank you everyone so much for being here. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. All right, friends. Thank you. If you have questions, feel free to ask. You're welcome. I won't be here this Sunday. I have my Bear Lake retreat, so Steph Nally is subbing for me. I'll be back on Tuesday.
Yes, think that.
Yes, thank you.